Can you imagine trying to live your life, enjoy your career, and have fun? Then all of a sudden, everyone around you is telling you that you're doing it wrong. That they miss the old you. The old you that was starving. The old you that was depressed. The old you that was definitely boxed in. What a sad world we live in. Ello Bandannas, Khumo, welcome here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where people watch me speak about whatever crosses my mind, and I'm okay with that. In today's video, we are discussing the darling Sam Smith, the new rebrand, and all of the criticism that they have been facing for it. I know the uproar really happened at the beginning of the year, but now that the dust has settled and everybody is calm, I think now is the perfect time to speak about it. You know what I mean? Now, we all know who Sam Smith is, and if you don't, for some reason, Sam Smith is a multi-award-winning singer and songwriter who has had a really great career so far, releasing perfect moving albums back-to-back, smash hits continuously, and that James Bond song, Writings on the Wall, was my entire life at one point. Like, they really have a flawless discography in my opinion. Throughout the career, Sam has been very safe with the image, maintaining what I call the good gay male look, thin frame, well-groomed, limited mannerisms and gestures, masculine dressing like suits. This allowed them to easily conform to cishet standards while keeping them in the good books of the conservative consumer, and a double-edged sword, because while it did help their career immensely by allowing them to penetrate spaces where they wouldn't have been celebrated if they were the way they are now, it also allowed people to get used to a certain type of Sam Smith, and unfortunately that was the Sam Smith that wasn't fully themselves. I mean, even with a huge commercial success, Sam was always referred to as the male Adele, alluding to the fact that they were this lonesome soul of pop who was very tame. However, this all started crumbling bit by bit as Sam began to shed the good layers. In 2019, Sam came out as non-binary and genderqueer during an interview with Jamila Jamil, with their preferred pronouns no longer being he, him, but now they, them. This was met with massive support and praise from the queer community. The straights, however, not so much. Sam's body also getting bigger during this time just allowed the criticisms to be more intense. Smith has always spoken out about feeling pressure to conform to societal beauty standards and facing criticism for their body shape, which has led to struggles with self-esteem and body image. In 2019, Sam shared a photo on Instagram with a shirtless body and wrote about their journey towards body acceptance and self-love. However, despite Sam's efforts to promote body positivity and acceptance, they continue to face fat phobia and body shaming from both the media and the public. Some have criticized Smith of being too open with their struggles with weight, while others have made derogatory comments about their body shape. And now that they have begun being more experimental with their look and style of dressing, as well as their music, the uproar got really heightened, making it not just fat phobia being thrown at Sam, but transphobia, femphobia, and homophobia all wrapped in one atomic bomb. I mean, throughout Sam's career, they would face slight homophobia here and there, but because of their more reserved image, it wasn't nearly as bad as the type of homophobia they face now. What Sam represents now is queer joy. Look at their music, their videos, their song lyrics, their choice of clothes, their mannerisms. They are now fully encompassing all of the fun elements of being queer, which is honestly very important and something that I feel like we queer people, especially the queer kids, need to see. Someone of that influence and fame, having fun, fully being themselves is crucial. Unfortunately, in this world of ours, you cannot be gay and happy. How ironic, but it is true. I mean, look around us. The most popular gay movies have very sad endings. The most popular queer songs are mostly melancholic, and the most known queer history to us is rooted in traumatic events. So I am not surprised why people are outraged with Sam enjoying being fully queer, because how dare you be joyful, curvy, and confident when you are gay. And people will always find excuses to be jerks. I hate when people try to mask their hateful opinions with, oh no, I just miss the old Sam Smith. They need to be sad again so we can get a good album. They used to be so classy. They did this with many different figures. Lana Del Rey when she gained weight, Nicki Minaj when she gained weight, Selena, Rihanna, the list goes on. It's a pattern. When a public figure's body changes and no longer fits the thin beauty standard, all of a sudden it overshadows every single thing that they do and negates every single good thing about them. Lizzo is a great example of this. Now I know she's not in our grade books currently because of whatever is going on with her and her dances. However, I will say this, she is a very successful, great musician, but often oftentimes when she makes headlines, it's people shaming her. She's always in the news for her body and not her music. But the difference between Lizzo and Sam is that Sam belongs to a community where body standards are everything. We all know the gay community is not very kind to bigger bodied individuals, which is why issues like eating disorders and body dysmorphia are huge in our community. You can't be fat in the gay world. That immediately makes you undesirable in the eyes of so many. Sam is also quite feminine now, which is also a thing that is hugely shunned upon within the straights and the gays. Masculinity is everything to gay people because of the internalized homophobia, to the point where femininity is demonized. I mean, that's why you get gay people who say things like, oh, I'm gay, but like not that gay, alluding to the fact that being masculine makes you less gay, which is okay. So Sam's proximity to masculinity distancing currently is one of the reasons why they aren't being treated so kindly. And it totally sucks. Like, it really totally sucks, and it's so sad. The trolling has gotten out of hand. As we speak, Sam has been and continues to be misgendered by a lot of people, not willing to respect their pronouns. They get harassed in the streets by people, calling them slurs. They were compared to a pig, a literal pig, in one of their photo shoots. They are also constantly bullied online for their stylistic choices and performances. The most ridiculous one to me was when Sam was made fun of for wearing a rhinestone jumpsuit. However, when Harry Styles was wearing that very same or similar jumpsuit, he was praised. And when people were called out for this, their excuses were, it's not that Sam is fat. It's just that the jumpsuit was ill-fitting. It's just that the jumpsuit was ugly. And to that I call BS. Because when it was on Harry's body, even though it was ill-fitting, it was still hot, it was still praised. Just admit that you didn't like the rhinestone jumpsuit on a body that you deemed undesirable. A few months ago, they received massive backlash over their I'm Not Here to Make Friends video because of the wardrobe choices. And this was a perfect example as to why I say this outrage is rooted in a lot of these phobias, because pop stars do that all the time. However, they don't receive, they do receive backlash, but it wasn't as huge and nasty as the one that Sam Smith received. And the question that I have to ask is, are queer artists not allowed to sell sex in the same way that straight artists can? Wait, actually, let me rephrase that question. Are fat queer artists not allowed to sell sex in the same way that thin, straight, and gay people can? Because Troye Sivan and Lil Nas X sell sex all the time in their music videos, and you'll eat it up. However, when it's Sam, you'll want to start the conversation about modesty and the kids and covering up. Do you see where the problem is here? And the sad thing is that this is not just happening online, but in person as well. A video was making the rounds on the internet a while ago of Sam being harassed while walking in a park by old people calling them a literal groomer.
Sam Smith is a pedophile! Groomer! He's corrupting the kids! Grooming the kids! You sick motherfucker, Sam Smith! You're
Sam Smith, I hate when people learn words on the internet and just throw them around without fully understanding what they mean. And my question is, and Sam has also mentioned this, if this is happening to a literal pop star, can you imagine what happens to a queer kid walking down the street? How much harassment they have to go through?
Is it's happening in the street. Yeah. Like I'm being abused in the street, verbally.
Across the street.
Someone spat at me, like in the street. But I think it's just what I find hard about it is it's like, if that's happening to me, and I'm famous, I'm a pop star.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what other kids, like queer kids are feeling? And it's just so sad, like.
And all of the gay people willingly participating in the clowning of Sam Smith, do you not get the damage that you're contributing to? The behavior that you're enabling? Shame on you. I'm gonna say it. Shame on you. It's very important for us to recognize that fatphobia, homophobia, transphobia, and femphobia are all forms of discrimination that have serious consequences for those who experience them. And as a society, we must work towards creating more inclusive and accepting environments for queerness and recognize that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. Okay, yes. So by promoting body positivity and challenging fatphobia, we can create a world where everyone feels valued and respected, regardless of their weight. And now, when trans and non-binary hate is, in my opinion, at its peak, with all conservatives pointing to trans people as the target right now, it might be a good idea to zip your mouth if your opinions only contribute to the harm of these individuals. And to answer the question that we're all here for, what happened to Sam Smith? Nothing. Nothing happened to Sam Smith. They're absolutely killing it right now with a successful tour. They released, I think, one of the best albums of 2023, Gloria, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. The performances are just chef's kiss. And it's okay if this current era of Sam is not resonating with you. If you feel like Sam is no longer relatable to you, that's fine. If you miss the old Sam, you can just listen to Sam's old albums or some of the ballads that are on the new album. It's really not that complicated. Like, let Sam have fun. Let Sam do what Sam does best, which is music and performance. And let's celebrate the fact that we are now at the point where artists get to fully be themselves and have people celebrate that. And that is it for this week's video. I hope you bandanas enjoyed it. Let me know all of your thoughts about the whole Sam Smith situation down below. I will be discussing them with you. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Remember, if you do not slay, you do not stay. And that's on period. Bye.